So good morning, all of you. This is Vipul, and today we are going to discuss a third unit, the last unit of our syllabus, that is Boolean algebra. So in the previous session, we are done with a second unit, lattices. Before that, we have completed the first unit, is it? And before that particular part, we are done with all three units related to graph theory. And now, as we all know, that our final examination is in online mode, so you guys are supposed to hit MCQs as well as short descriptive questions. So I don't think so. Okay, I will able to include much question from this unit, because this is a unit from where I can set a question for 6 or 8 marks, is it? So it will be difficult to set MCQ from this particular, but yet we are supposed to cover this, and I will explain how I will set a kind of MCQs, a short question from this particular unit. So this is the third unit. Okay, what is visible on your screen right now? Rishabh or Mansi? Mansi, can you unmute yourself? Mansi or Mohammed, one of you. It will be good if one of you will
यस
unmute yourself. अभी क्या दिख रहा है स्क्रीन के ऊपर?
सर वो मीट दिखाई मीट की स्क्रीन गूगल मीट
Okay, and now I think so. देख तो मेरी screen visible होगी, and
हाँ
unit
सर
3 is there. Is it Boolean algebra?
यस सर
Good. So, welcome all of you. Hopefully, all of you are good and healthy and taking care of yourself as well as your family member. Okay, which is much needed nowadays. So let's quickly go towards the end of our syllabus. Not in this particular lecture, but this will be the last unit which we are covering for the DMGT. Okay, so the third unit from the part of discrete maths, the header of this particular unit is Boolean algebra. Now, what is Boolean algebra? We are supposed to start from the point where we had ended last session. What was the topic we had covered in the previous session? What was the last topic which we had covered in our previous session, in our previous unit? बोल पाएगा कोई? Which was the topic which we had covered lastly in our previous unit? That means a second unit. You may reply on the chat box even. Which was the major point, major topic which we had covered in the previous session? Can you recall the label of unit 2? Can you recall the label of unit 2? What is the header of unit 2? Unit 2 का नाम क्या था? Guys, are you there? Am I audible? There it is. Lattices, is it? And yeah, correct. अब सब बोलेंगे. हाँ, मेघना अनम्यूट कर पाएगी बेटा? मेघना बता पाएगी what is lattices दिया? What was the definition of lattices? कब हम बोल रहे थे one of the poset is lattices? You may reply by unmuting, or you may drop comment on the chat box. Can you define lattices? Because from that particular point we are supposed to start. If you remember that we had covered the topic lattices as an algebraic system, is it? Lattices as an algebraic system. Now, from that particular point, we will be starting a discussion with third unit. Lattices with the lattices is an algebraic unit. I'm gonna add two word over there in the definition of Boolean algebra. A complemented and bounded lattices is known as a Boolean algebra. Complemented and bounded lattices. If that particular lattice is complemented, that means each and every element is having its complement in itself in that particular set. And if it is bounded, suppose if I'm gonna pick any two element of that particular set and go for any of the multiplication, whether it is GLB or LUB, then the result must be once again in the set. If such characteristic is followed by one of the poset, one of the lattices, then that lattices is known as a bounded. And if each and every element is having its complement in that set once again, then that lattices will be known as a complemented lattices. So a lattices which is complemented as well as bounded will be known as, we will be defining that particular lattice as a Boolean algebra. Let me show you. So what is the definition of Boolean? These are the topics which we are going to cover in this particular unit. Let me go through it first quickly. Boolean algebra, then after atom, then after anti-atom, then after sub-Boolean algebra, a Boolean variable and expression, min terms, and canonical form. Is it? So these are the topics which we are going to cover. Now, first of all, let me give you the definition of Boolean algebra. A complemented, as I said, that I'm going to add two characteristics over the lattices. Observe the word, observe the that particular definition. Here it is, lattices. Is it? So we are starting from that particular point only. A lattices which is complemented as well as distributive is called Boolean algebra, or I may use the word bounded even. Is Boolean algebra. So it will be denoted as B. B stands for the Boolean algebra, but here B will be one of our set with whom we are dealing with. Might be that B is as 30, might be that B will act as 60. Any of that might be that B is one of the set A with the element 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it? Might be that B will act as a set of whole natural number n. Is it? Both these will be defined operation, GLB and LUB. Is it? As I said in the previous session, star means GLB, ring sum means LUB. Is it? Complemented, this is a dash, this is a dash, then this 0 stands for the zero element must be there in the set once again, and this I stands for the identity element. So zero element will be there, the existence of zero element as well as identity element will be there once again in the B, in the set B, and each and every element will have its complement inside B. Then such lattices, we are going to label that lattices as an Boolean algebra, Now, some of the application of Boolean algebra is used to analyze and simplify the digital, that means logical circuit. It is used only the binary numbers. It uses only the binary number, that means 0 and 1. So it will be very, very useful. It is also called as binary algebra भी बोल सकते हैं आपको इसको, logical algebra भी बोल सकते हैं, is it? And it was invented by George Woolley in 1854. In 1854, it was invented by one of the mathematicians, that is George Woolley. Okay, that in the name of that particular, behind the name of that mathematician Woolley, the label of this topic is Boolean algebra. Is it? Boolean algebra. And we may use some of the other synonyms, Boolean algebra, logical algebra, then after ऐसे binary algebra भी बोल सकते हो उसको, ठीक है? So these are some of the different synonym for that particular label. And this is the definition: complemented and distributive lattices. Complemented and distributive lattices will be known as a Boolean algebra. This will be the notation we'll be using for each and every time. The star and this ring sum will be a defined binary operation, that is GLB and LUB. And these are some of the operation which we will be need. Not the operation. This represents the existence of zero and identity element, and this represents the existence of this particular dash represents the existence of complement of each of the element of set B. There must be in the set B once again. Then such lattices will be known as a Boolean algebra. Let me show you by one of the examples. Suppose here we are dealing with the S30. We all know that what we mean by S30. S30 is a set of all divisor of 30. If we want to list out all divisor of 30, then it will be 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 15, 30. That's it. And first, let's prove it is a lattices. Now, can you tell me how we can prove that it is lattices? We have already covered the topic related to lattices. First, we need to prove that it is a lattices. Then we will be proving that yes, it is distributive as well as complemented. So may I know how we can prove that it is a lattices? Lattices के लिए वो जो rule है वो क्या है, बताएंगे कोई? आप में से कोई बता पाएगा? Waiting. You're just supposed to give me the name of that particular कि क्या prove करना होता है to prove whether that particular coset is lattices or not. So before lattices, we need to go for post at even. Is it? याद भी है किसी को कि नहीं? Mohammed, are you there? Unmute yourself, BM.
Yes, sir.
How we can prove that one of the poset is lattices? You were present in all the sessions, all the previous session, is it? So hopefully you will be good with that. Or you may take help of that particular material which is also available with you, but you need to reply me. One of you will reply me how we can prove that it is lattices, then and then I will move forward. You may take help of that material which I had forwarded.
Sir, like we can see, like for the
Bit louder, bit louder. Your voice is quite low.
sir, like we can see whether there is the relation. or
You're
the-
not that much audible, Mohammed. Your voice is quite low. Mic को पास में रख बेटा. हाँ बेटा आप बोल. Yes,
yes.
now you are properly audible. Please go
Sir,
ahead.
like we can try to see the relations like the reflexive and symmetric one, and then
Okay.
we can prove, and then
Reflexive,
we can
antisymmetric, transitive, is it? Yeah.
yes, and then
If
we
you
can
can-
see it when we can prove that it is like lattice.
If this particular set S30 is reflexive, antisymmetric, and transitive, moreover, ऐसा प्रूव करने से ये होगा क्या? पोसेट होगा. फिर उसके बाद में हमको तो प्रूव करना है ये लेटाइसिस है, तो क्या करेंगे? I need to give you the relation now. How we define that star. A star B is GCD of A and B. A ring sum B is LCM of A and B. Is it? And to prove whether it is lattices or not, I had provided one of the alternate way that you can take the help of that particular table. Is it? A star B. Is it? You may use that table, Mohammed. That in the table or the row
Yes, sir.
you can say that it is 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 15, 30. And then after you may represent all that numbers over here. 6, 10, 15, 30. Is it? You may take help of this. Now A star B, that means we will be looking for its LCM. Sorry, GCD, greatest common divisor. Is it? And if each and every element, if I'm going to list out the GCD for 3, for all this number, then 3 and 1 will be 3, 3 and 2 will be 1. Then after 3 and 3 will be 3, 3 and 5 will be 1, 3 and 6 will be 3, 3 and 10 will be 1, 3 and 15 will be 3, 3 and 30 will be 3. Is it? So if you're going to identify GCD of each and every over here, then each and every element, each and every member will be once again from S30. Similarly, you will go for, after evaluating this A star B, you will go for A ring sum B. And if each and every element belongs to once again S30, when you will dealing with A ring sum B, that means you will be dealing with the LCM. And in that, if once again all the elements belongs to all the elements of this particular belongs to once again S30, then we can say that S30 with the operation star and ring sum is lattices. Lattices as an algebraic system. Yes or no? Am I correct, Mohammed?
Yes, sir.
Good. So by that way, you can easily prove that. Now, other way is also there. You can prove, you can use that particular 3 properties, commutative, associative, and that particular absorption law, is it? So, if you go for that particular property, commutative property, then you can easily identify that A star B is always equals to B star A ring sum B is always equals to B ring sum A, because we are in both that cases we are dealing with. It's GCD and LCM, is it? And it doesn't matter whether you are finding GCD of A and B or B and A, the result will be always same. Similar way, if you are looking for the LCM of A and B, B and A, the result will be always same. So by that way, you can easily prove associative law as well as commutative law. So both this will be always there. It will be satisfied if binary operations are GCD and LCM. And absorption law, even you can easily prove the absorption law, but when you are going to prove the absorption law, we need to think for the 4 different cases, whether A divides B, whether B divides A. Depends on that. the GCD and LCM will be differing. Is it? If A divides B, then GCD will be something. If B divides A, then GCD will be different than the earlier case A divides B. And what will the case if A and B both are co-prime? If A and B both are co-prime, then we have to prove that particular absorption law is going to follow. Is it? So let me show you both this. If A divides B, then B will be equals to M times A. I can if A is going to divide B, then surely we can represent B is equals to M, where M is one of the natural numbers. Then if we look for A star B, as we know that A star B is a GCD of A and B, it will be surely A because A is common in both that. And if we look for the A ring sum B, that means if we look for the LCM, then surely the result will be B because B is one of the multiple of in both the cases. So if we look for the absorption law, what absorption law says that A star A ring sum B must be A and A ring sum A star B must be equals to A. So in both the cases, the result will be once again A. But this is the case when A divides B. What we are doing, we are checking absorption property. We are checking absorption property in first case if A divides B. Similarly, you can go for B divides A. Similarly, you may write down the similar kind of argument when B divides A, and similar kind of argument if A and B both are co-prime. If A and B both are co-prime, when I can say that two numbers are co-prime, if the GCD of both the number is 1, suppose 3 and 5 both are co-prime, is it? 3 and 7 both are the co-prime numbers because the GCD of both that numbers is 1. So what we need to discuss that case also, that A and B are co-prime. Then if A and B are co-prime, then once again the absorption law will be satisfied. It will be once again if we will look for A star A ring sum B, or we are going to look A ring sum A star B, result will be A once again. So let me know by observing this. Yeah, ये समझ में आ रहा है सभी को? And you need to take care that here A and B both are co-prime numbers. Co-prime numbers. That means its GCD is 1, like 3,5, like 5,7. But I cannot say 5, 7 because we are dealing with S30. The number of members of S30 is 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 15, and 30 only, is it? So we need to pick any two elements from here. Those are co-prime. We may take 3 and 5. We may take 3 and 10. Both these are co-prime. Is it like that? So are you able to get this, Mohammed? If two numbers are co-prime with each other, then are you able to get this or not? Let me know. Waiting for your reply. You may take 1 minute. All those who are attending this are supposed to go through this. समझ में आ रहा है नहीं आ रहा है बताना है comment में. You may take 1 minute. You will be replying on the chat box whether you are getting this or not. Let me show you the entire case. Both cases or one also there. A and B has common factor M other than 1. Suppose I am talking about 3 and 15. Is it 5 and 15? Like that. Then in any four cases, in any of the four cases, whether A divides B, whether B divides A, whether A and B are co-prime, or whether A and B has one of the other common factor than 1. In all the cases, absorption law will be satisfied. Absorption law will be satisfied. So this is one of the other way to prove that S30 is lattices. It is not compulsory like that. You need to prove by that way. You may take help of that particular table, which, as I said earlier, you may take help of that particular table. With the use of that table, you can say that S30 is lattices. Now, till the time we had just proved that S30 with the two binary operation GCD and LCM is lattices. Now, what we are looking for, we are looking to prove that it is a Boolean algebra. S30 is going to act as with the operation GCD LCM is Boolean algebra. So yet we need to add something over this. Now here you can easily understand that I cannot set if I'm going to set this type of question in the final examination, then the weightage of that question will be maximum. It will be 8 marks, is it? Because the solution will be kind of lengthy. You need to have 2-3 page explanation to prove that yes, it is a Boolean algebra. Because first of all, you need to prove that it is a lattices. For lattices, you will having two way. Either you may use that particular table method, or you may use this 3 different conditions. Using that, you can prove lattices. After lattices, yet we are supposed to go for it's a zero element as well as its identity element and its complement of each and every. So once we are clear, yes, it is the lattices. Now let's go to prove that it is a Boolean algebra. Yes. So now we are proving that yes, it will surely act as a Boolean algebra also. The reason is that each and every element is having its complement in S30 once again. In S30 once again. If you're going to list out the S30, then these are the elements 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 15, 30. Observe that. Complement of 1 is going to act as 30, complement of 2 will be 15, complement of 3 will be 10, 5, complement 6, like that. Complement of 30 will be 1. And zero element. Now, I'll be asking a silly question over here. Can you explain how I had decided the 1 is an identity element, that means zero element, sorry, 1 is a zero element for the S30, and how I had decided that identity element is 30. Can one of you will explain this, how I had decided that zero element for this particular lattices will be 1 and identity element is 30. ये मैंने कैसे डिसाइड किया होगा, कोई बताएगा मुझे? I'm giving you 2 minutes. Yes, it's very simple. Just prepare that particular table of ring sum as well as star. Then you will easily understand that why the zero element is 1 and identity element is 30. And once we are having zero element and identity element, then we can easily identify its complement. So here with this, if the existence of zero element is there, if an identity element is there, then I can say that lattices is bounded. And if each of the element is having its complement in S30 once again, then I can say that it is complemented. It is also complemented, bounded, complemented, and now the final step we will be proving that yes, it is distributive also. So I need to prove that the binary operation star is distributed over the ring sum, or you may prove that binary operation ring sum is distributed over star. So with this particular argument, we can prove that yes, it is distributive also. So if that lattices is bounded, complemented, and distributive, then that lattices will be known as the lattices S30 GCD LCM will be known as the Boolean algebra. So for this particular zero and identity element, I will request all of you to prepare that particular table of GCD and LCM. Then you can easily understand that why 1 and 30 is going to act as zero and identity element for the S30. Okay, till the time, let me show you one of the other PPT PDF. My screen is visible. By that way, you can also prove that it is distributive. A star B ring sum C. Now we all know that B ring sum C is nothing but the LCM of B and C. And when I'm going to apply operation star over there, operation star stands for the GCD. So it will give you the GCD of A and LCM of B and C. Now GCD of A and LCM of B and C. If I'm going to take this LCM as out, then it will act as a LCM of GCD of A and B and GCD of A and C. You can verify this by picking any 3 numbers. It will be always 2. And once it is LCM of both this, I can represent that LCM of this as well as this as GCD of A and B. We can represent as A star B, GCD of A and C. I can represent A star C, and LCM of both this means ring sum. So it means A star B ring sum C is equals to A star B ring sum A star C. Here it is. So by that way, even you can prove that it is distributive over each other. Is it? Even in other way also you can prove. बाउंडेड के लिए जैसे हमने बोला था जीसीडी greatest lower bound is 1, and that greatest lower bound is always known as a zero element. List upper bound of that particular S30 is 30. We all know that how we can judge lowest bound, upper bound. If we are having lowest bound, then how we can identify the greatest lower bound and list upper bound. So list upper bound and greatest upper bound is always going to act as a zero element and identity element for that. So if you had prepared that particular table, then easily you will able to understand that the y1 is going to act as a zero element and that is going to act as identity element. So now with this particular argument, we can say that it is bounded over that particular PPT. I had just represented that one is zero element and that is identity element. But here I had explained how we can say that 1 and 0 are the 1 and 30 are the zero and identity element. So it is bounded, distributive, and complemented. Complemented means what? Complemented means what? We need to identify complement of each and every. We need to identify complement of each and every. For that, we are always going to take help of that particular identity element. So in the row of 1, where we are getting 1, when we are getting 30, then it will be 30. So complement of 1 will be 30. Similarly, if complement of 1 is 30, then complement of 30 will be 1. And likewise, all the other elements. If I is going to act as a complement of 6, then surely 6 is going to act as complement of 5. Now, you can easily identify that which element is going to act as a complement of 1s. Once we are having that particular table with us, then over that particular table, where the intersection is having 30, that particular number we will be mentioning as its complement. Okay, so hopefully it's clear, and by that way we can prove that one of the lattices is gonna act as Boolean algebra. Now what I'm doing, I'm also sharing this particular lecture note with all of you ताकि आप इसका भी study कर सके. I'll be sharing in let me download that and then I will be sharing that. Okay, till the time just go through it. अगर नहीं समझ में आ रहा है तो बताओ please. Any question, then I'm here. Do we have any question regarding to this? You need to acknowledge or you need to reply on the chat box. I'm giving you 2-3 minutes. Quickly go through this and let me know. Till the time I'm signing that particular PDF to all of you. Okay, it's uploading. It will be there in 10-15 seconds over our WhatsApp group. Yeah, it is that in all 3 batches, A, B, and C. It is you can consider this particular as a study material for the 3rd unit, is it? And in the first 3-4 sessions, first 3-4 pages, the thing is there which we had just discussed right now. So before moving further, let me know, are we good with this? कोई doubt है? नहीं है तो भी बताओ, नहीं है तो भी बताओ. You need to acknowledge, please. It's important. All those who are attending this will reply on the chat box right now. And as I said that I cannot set such a lengthy question in the final examination, so I don't think so you need to worry that much for the entire solution. But you must be clear with the definition, you must be clear with the concept. I'll be setting question, I will be setting a kind of MCQ questions based on this kind of MCQ questions. Based on this, I may ask, list out all the elements of S30. Okay. Even I may ask whether one of the S12 with the operation D is going to act as a lattices or not, is going to act as a poset or not. This kind of question I may set for, because the limitation of time is there. You have to reply that within a 45 second. तो मैं क्वेश्चन उसी तरीके से सेट कर पाऊंगा. I cannot set any such lengthy questions. Is it? So are we good with this? Almost most of you are saying yes, we are good. Let me show you one more question, one more example. Check whether this S12 GCD LCM is Boolean algebra or not. GCD. Now, we all know that GCD means A star B. LCM means A ring sum B. For our convenience, we are representing GCD as a star, LCM operation, LCM binary operation as a ring sum. Now, what you need to prove, first of all, you need to prove it is lattices for that, and then after you need to prove it is bounded, then you need to prove it is distributive one. Is it? So for the bounded, you need to identify its greatest lower bound, least upper bound. If both this belongs to S12, then we can say that yes, it is bounded. Is it? And here, GLB will be 1, LUB will be 12, so that's gonna act as GLB will gonna act as 0 element, LUB gonna act as identity element, and with the use of that identity element and 0 element, you can easily identify the complement of each and every, because here the members will be, because we are dealing with S12, so member will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12 only. This will be the only members with us. Observe this particular line. It is not gonna act as a complemented lattices because if you're gonna observe this particular lattices, then 2 is a member of S12. 2 is one of the member of our S12 set, but there is no element B belongs to S12 such that 2 star B equals to 1 and 2 ring sum B is 12. As I said that it must be complemented lattices. That means each and every element must have its complement with them. If you try to identify the complement of 1, it will be 12. If complement of 12, it will be 1. Complement of 3, it will be 4. Complement of 4, it will be 3. But if you try to list out the complement of 2, then 2 का complement वहाँ पे नहीं मिलेगा. Will not have any such element in S12 whose binary operation with 2 is going to give you result 1, and binary and ring sum operation with 2 will give you 12. नहीं होगा, ऐसा कोई भी element नहीं मिलेगा. Is it? So that is the reason the complement of 2 dash will not present in S12. If it is not present in S12, then we can say that it is not complemented. ये जो lattices है वो complemented नहीं है, चाहे वो बोले bounded है, but it is not complemented. If it is not complemented, we will be rejecting that particular statement that S12 GCD LCM is going to act as a Boolean algebra. ये Boolean algebra नहीं होगा. ठीक है. 2 क्वेश्चन हमने अभी डिस्कस किए. एक क्वेश्चन में we had seen that lattice is going to act as a Boolean algebra. With the other example, I had explained why it is not Boolean algebra. Now the similar explanation, similar PDF is with you. I'll request all of you, go through second example of that particular PDF and let me know if there is any query, if there is any doubt. I'm waiting here. I'm giving you 2-3 minutes. Just kindly go through each and every line of first and second example in the PDF which I had shared with you. Giving you 2-3 minutes. उसके बाद बताना अगर कोई डाउट है तो. Okay, are we good with this? I'm not getting any reply yet. अगर कोई कुछ बोला था बीच में तो I was not there. You need to acknowledge on the chat box whether we are good with this or not. Second question में समझ में आया, तुषार को समझ में आया कि why it is not going to act as a lattices, why it is not going to act as a Boolean algebra. What about others? What about others? Yet you have 1 minute, yet you have 1 minute, you may go through it. I'm waiting for your reply, guys. You must acknowledge on the chat box. Problem है तो भी बताओ, I will explain. If there is an issue, I will explain once again. It's fine. But if it is clear, then you need to acknowledge. Either you may unmute yourself and talk to me, or you may drop a message on the chat box. Yeah, I'm properly audible, hopefully. Good. So, similar kind of example is there. Example number 3. Here we are dealing with the power set of one of the set where set A is ABC. The cardinality of that particular set is 3 ABC, and for the lattices we are considering its power set. So first of all, we need to list out its power set. We all know that if the cardinality of the set is 3, then in its power set we will be having 2 raised to 3. That means 8 elements, is it? So these are the 8 elements. Those are going to present in the power set of set A. Over there, the null set will be there. The entire set ABC will be there. Singleton set A, B, C. Then after the pair AB, AC, and BC. Is it here? The order doesn't matter whether I'm writing A comma B or whether I'm writing B comma A, whether I'm writing B comma C or C comma A. We all know that it doesn't matter, is it? So first of all, we need to check whether it is bounded or not. Now, if you remember that in the previous session I had explained, if we are dealing with the power set, and then a binary operation will be intersection and union. Then a binary operation to list out the G, LB, and LUB, a binary operations will be intersection and union. Is it? To list out GLB, greatest lower bound of that particular power set of set A, if you list out that, then it will be a null set. It will be a null set. Why? It will be intersection. Is it? And when you're going to list out the LUB, list upper bound, then the binary operation will be union. So the greatest lower bound and least upper bound will be null set and set A, which is once again present in the power set of set A. So yes, I can say that it is a bounded lattices. And then we need to identify whether it is complemented or not. So for the complemented, we'll be taking help of identity element A, is it? So if you try to list out the complement of set A, then it will be the complement of set A, that will be null set. Complement of set null set, it will be a complement of one of the element. That is, if you're going to pick a singleton set A, then its complement will be BC, is it? If you try to identify the complement of B and C, then surely it will be a singleton set A. By that way, complement of each and every element will be present over there. Complement of each and every element will be present over there. In the previous session, in the previous example, the complement of 2 was not present, is it? But here, our operation is union and intersection. So we can easily identify the complement of each and every element is present in the power set once again. So yes, it is bounded as well as it is complemented. Now what we just need to prove? We just need to prove its distributive property. Whether both that operations are distributive on each other or not. Whether star is distributive on ring sum is distributive on star. What we just need to take care, ring sum means union, star means intersection. That's all. So if I'm going to replace ring sum and that star, ring sum and that star with union and intersection, then it will just simply leads to one of the simplest set theories question, is it? And we all know that union and intersection are distributive over each other. So with the help of that, we can easily prove that this particular lattice is even distributive. So as it is bounded, distributive and complemented, we can say that P of A union intersection dash and both its zero set, zero element and identity element is going to act as a Boolean algebra. So if you observe this, then you can easily identify, यहाँ से सब कुछ पता चल रहा है कि इसका जीरो एलिमेंट क्या होगा, इसका आइडेंटिटी एलिमेंट क्या होगा, इज इट? और हर किसी के लिए इसका कॉम्प्लीमेंट है जो भी इसमें प्रेजेंट रहेगा. So this is what this particular set of set A is gonna act as a Boolean algebra. So this is what the story related to Boolean algebra. How we can prove that one of the lattices is gonna act as a Boolean algebra or not. That's it. So these are some of the examples related to Boolean algebra. In the next session, we are going to discuss about sub-Boolean algebra and after what we mean by atom, anti-atom. Okay, that will be the discussion in our next session. Thank you very much. So I'm stopping recording over here. Okay, before I stop the recording, I would request all of you to drop your number, enrollment number on the chat box for the attendance purpose quickly. Drop your enrollment number on the chat box for the attendance purpose. And all of you will be going through this particular PDF which I had sent, which I had forwarded, or the WhatsApp group. All those who are attending this will drop his or her number on the chat box. Good. After dropping your number, you may leave the meeting. Thank you very much. Let me stop the recording.